Hey guys, it's Friday and it's September. This year is absolutely flying by. All right, this week's Friday wrap. A few weeks ago, we spoke about trauma insurance. Last week, we spoke about income protection insurance. The insurances that we as advisors talk about and recommend to clients: trauma, income protection, life, and TPD. So this week, we're going to talk about life and TPD insurance. Again, I am going to reduce the size of myself. Question for you: what would be the financial impact to your family if you died yesterday? Think about that. If you died, if you were totally and permanently disabled, obviously, there's so much to go through in that respect. But from a financial point of view, what would be the impact to your family if that happened yesterday? So that should be enough for you to consider, if you don't have this cover, to look at what's available to you. How much does it cost? Let's have a look at what it's about. Life insurance. A term life policy will pay you a lump sum benefit if the insured person dies or they're diagnosed with a terminal illness which is likely to result in death within 2 years. Unfortunately, it happens. I haven't had heaps of clients that have passed away and claimed upon life insurance policies, but I have had I'll say a handful, maybe half a dozen. One client was really sad. They had a terminal illness, so they were able to receive their insurance payout, whilst they were alive. So it's very sad. It's hard to talk about to people, when you're with them. Hey, what would happen if you died? It's not a nice conversation, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. But life insurance, you pass away or you're diagnosed with a terminal illness which is likely to cause you to die, you will receive your life insurance payout as a lump sum. TPD insurance, it will pay a lump sum to the insured person if you're totally and permanently disabled and therefore unlikely to ever work again. So death, life insurance, pretty simple, you die. TPD, you're unlikely to ever work again. There's two ways to cover your occupation. So any occupation cover, it will prevent you from ever working in any occupation that you are reasonably suited to by education, training, or experience. So it's super broad. I can't work in any occupation. What about if you're a surgeon, okay, or a highly specialized occupation, and you can't work in your own occupation? So you imagine if you're a surgeon and you had an illness or an injury that prevented you from doing your job, but you could do other jobs. Now, in your highly specialized role, you can probably attain a high level of income. And so you want to be able to ensure that, because if you took out any cover, any occupation cover, and you go and lose your job that was paying you hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and they go, well, mate, you can work in the library and put books away and earn 50 or 60 or 70,000. You might be 10% of your total income, but you can still earn or work in any occupation or some other occupation. So you need to be mindful of that. If you're a highly specialized role, you need to look at own occupation cover. Obviously, that specializes the cover and it becomes more expensive. So what are the reasons for a TPD claim? Mental health, musculoskeletal, accidents, nervous system diseases, or cancer. Some numbers: every year, 25 to 30,000 people receive a TPD payout, costing insurance companies $4 to $5 billion a year. 4 to 5 billion, not 45 billion. I talk too quick. And that's it. Life and TPD. Life, you pass away. TPD, you're unable to work in your occupation that you're trained to. Last couple of weeks, income protection, trauma, we've covered them all. The insurances are super important. I walk the talk. I have lots of cover. It is very important to me because of the question I asked you at the start. What would happen if I died? What would the financial impact be to my family? It's too important. They're too important to me that I don't have the appropriate level of cover. My uncle once said, bloody insurance, you can't afford to have it, but you can't afford not to have it. Like I said last week, most people insure their house, most people insure their car, most people insure their motorbike or whatever it is, but the numbers of people that insure their life or their ability to earn income is far less, and it's something that you really need to have a look at if you don't. Happy Friday, guys. Let's get 2020 done. We're on the downhill slope. All right, be good. Chat soon.